Welcome to the Tgpsc Deputy Educational Officer Recruitment Exam Practice Session. Today, we will go through 20 high-yield practice questions accompanied by detailed explanations, covering ancient Indian knowledge systems, educational philosophies, and colonial and post-independence education policies. Let's jump straight into Question 1. Question 1. Under ancient Indian knowledge systems, which ancient ritual in the Vedic education system marked the formal initiation of a child into student life under a guru, traditionally performed between ages 8 to 12? The correct answer is option A, Upanayana. Upanayana is the sacred thread ceremony meaning, taking near the teacher, or guru, marking the start of the brahmacharya ashram. For context, Samavartana was the graduation ceremony, while Pabhaja and Upasampada are Buddhist initiation rituals. Question 2. Under ancient seats of learning, which ancient center of learning was world famous for specialization in medicine, or Ayurveda, and had eminent historical figures like Chanakya, Panini, and Javaka as scholars? The correct answer is option B, Takshashila. Located in modern-day Rawalpindi, Pakistan, Takshashila was famous for secular arts, political science, and medicine. Javaka, the personal physician of Lord Buddha and King Bimbisara, studied medicine here for 7 years. Question 3. Under Vedic curriculum and Vedangas, which of the 6 Vedangas specifically deals with the science of phonetics, correct pronunciation, and accentuation of Vedic hymns? The correct answer is option B, Shiksha. Shiksha is the Vedanga focused on phonetics. To recall the others, Kalpa covers rituals, Vyakarana is grammar, and Nirukta focuses on etymology. Question 4. On the Buddhist education system, what was the initial initiation ceremony for a novice entering a Buddhist monastery at age 8, and what was the primary medium of instruction? The correct answer is option B, Pabhaja and Pali. During Pabhaja, the novice shaved their head, put on yellow robes, and took the 10 precepts. The use of Pali democratized education across all strata of society. Question 5. Under Jain philosophy of education, which key epistemological principle in Jain philosophy emphasizes the multi-sidedness of reality and conditional truth in intellectual debate? The correct answer is option A, Anekantavada and Syadvada. Anekantavada teaches non-absolutism, while Syadvada provides the logic of conditional viewpoint. Together, they fostered deep intellectual tolerance and open-mindedness in scholars. Question 6. On Vedanta and ultimate aims, according to Advaita Vedanta, what is the ultimate aim of education, as summarized by the adage, Sa vidya ya vimuktai? The correct answer is option D, spiritual liberation or moksha. The adage translates to, that is true knowledge which liberates. Vedantic pedagogy relies on a 3-step method, Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasana. Question 7. Under the Islamic education system, in medieval India, which higher education institution imparted advanced instruction in Islamic jurisprudence, logic, theology, and astronomy? The correct answer is option B, madrasa. Madrasas provided higher learning, whereas maktabs provided primary education attached to local mosques starting with the Bismillah ceremony. Question 8. Regarding Christian missionary education, which pioneering initiative is attributed to Christian missionaries, such as the Sri Rampur Trio, in early 19th century Indian education? The correct answer is option A, printing press and vernacular textbooks. Missionaries like Carey, Marshman, and Ward established modern printing presses in Sri Rampur, publishing vernacular dictionaries and grammar books. Question 9. On Buddhist ordination, which ceremony admitted a novice into full monkhood after reaching 20 years of age and completing 12 years of study? The correct answer is option B, Upasampada. While Pabhaja was the entry ceremony at age 8, Upasampada was the final ordination at age 20 conducted before an assembly of 10 monks. Question 10. On ethical foundations, strict observance of the 5 vows, or Pancha Mahavratas, forms the moral core of education in which philosophy? The correct answer is option B, Jain philosophy. Character building through ahimsa, satya, asteya, brahmacharya, and aparigraha, alongside the 3 jewels, forms the bedrock of Jain learning. Question 11. Under colonial education policies, which Colonial Legislative Act for the first time made a statutory financial provision of 1 lakh rupees per year for education in British India? The correct answer is option A, Charter Act of 1813. Clause 43 of this act marked the official start of state responsibility in Indian education by the East India Company. Question 12, regarding Macaulay's Minute, who authored the 1835 Minute that advocated English medium education and proposed the downward filtration theory. The correct answer is option B, Lord T.B. Macaulay. This minute led to the English Education Act of 1835, aiming to create a class of English-educated interpreters. Question 13, on Wood's Despatch, which historical policy document is popularly known as the Magna Carta of English Education in India? The correct answer is option B, Wood's Despatch 1854. It created a structured hierarchy from vernacular primary schools to universities and introduced the grant and aid system. Question 14, regarding the Hunter Commission. The Hunter Education Commission of 1882 laid special emphasis on the development and state control of which tier of education? The correct answer is option A, primary education. It recommended transferring primary schooling in vernacular languages to municipal and district boards. Question 15, on the Wardha scheme of education. Mahatma Gandhi's Nai Talim scheme of 1937 centered self-reliant learning around which principle? The correct answer is option B, craft-centered education. Developed under Dr. Zakir Hussain, it integrated productive crafts like spinning and weaving to unite the head, heart, and hand. Question 16, regarding the Radhakrishnan Commission. The University Education Commission of 1948-49 led to the establishment of which apex body for higher education in India? The correct answer is option B, the UGC, or University Grants Commission. It was formed to allocate funds and regulate standards in higher education, officially enacted in 1956. Question 17, on the Mudaliar Commission. What structural innovation was recommended by the Secondary Education Commission of 1952-53 headed by Dr. A. L. Mudaliar? The correct answer is option A, multi-purpose schools and the 11+3 system. These schools introduced diversified elective streams like science, commerce, and agriculture. Question 18, on the Kothari Commission. Which commission stated that the destiny of India is now being shaped in her classrooms and proposed the uniform 10+2+3 pattern? The correct answer is option C, Kothari Commission, 1964-66. It introduced 10+2+3 and urged spending 6% of national income on education. Question 19, under the RTE Act 2009, under Section 12(1)(c), what percentage of private school entry-level seats is reserved for economically weaker sections? The correct answer is option C, 25% reservation. Private unaided schools must reserve 25% of entry seats for disadvantaged children under Article 21A. Question 20, on NEP 2020. Which new pedagogical structure replaces the legacy 10+2 system under the National Education Policy 2020? The correct answer is option A, 5+3+3+4. This spans 5 years foundational, 3 years preparatory, 3 years middle, and 4 years secondary education. Congratulations! You have completed all 20 practice questions for the Tgpsc Deputy Educational Officer exam. Best of luck with your preparation, and keep revising these foundational topics.